Hi, and welcome to Old School Blues Guitar. It is time for a new series of lessons here, and I'm going to call these Blues Guitar Instrumental Lessons. I've gotten rid of the old song breakdown. I want to try something different. And in this series, I'm going to teach you a electric or acoustic blues guitar instrumental in its entirety, from start to finish. I may skip a few verses that repeat. I may leave it up to you to read the tab and listen to the original recording, but as much as possible, I will teach you the parts of the songs that need teaching. And then you can always check the tabs, which I'll have complete from start to finish. The first song that I've chosen is one of my all-time favorites. It's by Crayton. It's called Cool Evening. I've actually seen it listed with a different title, and I've heard a variation of this tune. I can't remember what the name of it is. I'll try to look that up and include it with the video description. But it's one of my favorites. It's in B flat, and in fact, I'm recording my first solo CD right now, all blues guitar instrumentals, and one of them is a cover of this tune. I like it so much. So here we go. It's in B flat. The first part of it, which you hear right from the beginning, is pretty standard. We'll call this the chorus. And he plays this in different ways throughout the song. So I'm just going to play it through one time. I don't have a backing track, but I'll try to keep the time here and show you what I'm talking about. That is the first verse of the tune. Most of it is right over the first position B flat bar chord. He does a lot of these little lead-ins, and we're just leading in on the bass note. So if we're in B flat, when we're playing over the 1, I'm just doing that little slide from the 5th to the 6th fret. Same thing on the 5th string when we're going to the E flat, which is our 4. And then when we go to the F, I don't think he does that on the 5, so we don't need to worry about it. Let's take a look at the opening part. So we're starting out. So that part, we've got the bass slide, 6th fret of the 1st string to the 8th fret of the 2nd string, to the B flat, 8th fret of the 4th string, and then we're hammering on 6, 7 on the 3rd string, winding up on the 6th fret of the 2nd string. And we're going to repeat. Listen carefully to the original tune, and you'll hear him doing little variations. Every time he plays these licks, he'll accent something a little more, a little less. Very subtle. He's not playing the exact same thing every time. So he does that twice. And then there, he's going to the 9th fret of the 2nd string, which is the 7th note. Whoops. And then in time, he does that little bass climb to get to the E flat. So we're starting on the 6th fret of the 6th string. And I'm just picking twice. Later in the tune, he does a little variation on that, playing the same notes. But here in the first verse, and now we're going to be playing over the A position of the E flat chord, a 2nd position E flat bar chord, and I'm doing a pull off from the 9th to the 8th fret to the 6th fret, and then hammering on to the 7th, 8th, from the 7th to the 8th on the 2nd string, and winding up on the B flat, 6th fret, 1st string. So we got this. And we go back to the 1. And then right here, he does a tricky little lick. I don't know exactly how he did this. I find it easier to use the 3rd finger and then then just reach over and get the 8th fret of the 5th string with the 1st finger. So we got this. Right there. So let me take it from the 4. This is really neat. He's walking into the 5 on the 6th string, 10, 9, 8. And then he's going to play over the F, which is just the A position F, 2nd position bar chord. Check the tab for this. So we walk into it, and then we come back to the 4, and we play the little melodic little phrase there, going from the 9th to the 8th to the 6th on the 2nd string. Back and forth between the 8th fret of the 3rd string, 6th fret of the 2nd string. Check the tab for that whole lick. So we got this. Then he waits a beat, and then he plays this. Nice little turnaround. So I'm hammering on 6, 7, 6th fret of the 2nd string, and then to the 8th fret of the 3rd string. Then hammering on 6, 8 here. Then he wraps it up with a C7th shape, F7th, but he walks into it from one step above. And that is the first whole verse. And then from there, he's got these stop times that he does. And we'll learn the first of those here in a minute. Let me play it all the way through, slowly. I'll try to do it slowly. So we start out. Again, I have the tab for you, the complete tab, and you can play around with that. It's a lot trickier. A couple of those legs takes a little practice to get used to playing that, and then this one especially. You know, a lot of times I'd miss trying to get that bass note. So I think that's maybe the hardest part of the song. So there is the first part of this lesson. When we come back, we'll take a look at the first of the stop times.